So at the 8-month point, I took a break, took my daughters on a vacation to Biloxi, Mississippi, back home to the beach. Because I needed to be on the water. The water just calms me. It was healing for me. So while we were on the beach and the girls were playing, I was sitting there watching them play, taking pictures of them, having a good time on the beach. It was Labor Day weekend. God came to me again. I'm depressed now. And he said, take your shirt off and take some pictures. And I'm looking around at all these people. Take my shirt off. And I had taken pictures of my scars. By then I had started to get comfortable with my breast, but I never took it off out in the public, I think I even posted a picture of just this part of my chest, without my head, without my face. So when I was on the beach, he said, take your shirt off, take pictures. Just like that. And again, I know God's voice, because we like this. So I know when he tell me something. And I just looked around and I'm looking at all these people. I'm getting dizzy, but I'm not going to disobey God. So I slowly unbuttoned my shirt and I gave my 12-year-old my camera phone. I said, I'm going to take my shirt off and I want you to take pictures of my scars. And it was almost like God spoke to them too, because they didn't frown. They didn't say, but Mom. They was just in sync. Because I would have said that if that was my mom said she was going to take off her shirt and bat herself. But they didn't. She said, okay. I took the shirt off. And I just pretended like nobody was on that beach but me and God. And I stood with my head held so high. And those were the most beautiful pictures I've ever taken in my life. And when I took the shirt off, a lady yelled, oh my God, she took her shirt off. And that, people, it got attention. So people started to, crowd around to see, what's she doing? They were shocked. So I had a crowd. And I just pretended like I didn't see them. I focused on the sky, my head up. And my baby, she took some pictures. Then I looked at the crowd and I saw ladies crying. And when I saw their tears, my floodgates opened. And then after that, the whole beach just exploded. Everybody was clapping. They were clapping like wow. Like I don't know, like I just put on a show or something, I don't know. But they were clapping. And then after I put my shirt back on, some people came up to me. One man came up to me and he said, at first I thought you was crazy. He said, but when I studied you and I watched you, he said I had feelings I didn't even know I had. And he said, thank you. He said, I thought I had problems too. But after witnessing what you just did, he said, I don't have no problems. You just taught me something. I'll never complain again, because somebody somewhere got it worse than me. And he said, can I shake your hand? And he shook my hand. And then some ladies was standing in line wanting to talk to me. And they was like, thank you. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to the doctor. And I just got testimony after testimony. People was hugging me and crying and we snotting, It was just a spiritual moment. And it freed me. It freed me. And not only did this here free me, it freed everybody that witnessed it. Everybody that saw my breastless chest, whatever they was going through, all of a sudden it didn't seem so bad. So it was like it freed them. So got dressed, went back to the hotel, and my 12-year-old, the one that took the pictures, Alexis, she said, Mom, put those on your page. Talking about the pictures. On my Facebook page. I said, I'm not putting those pictures on Facebook. And she said, but Mom, do you know how many lives you can save with these pictures? She said it just like that, like nonchalantly. Do you know how many lives these pictures will save? And then my mind flashed back to the day they told me they was gonna take both my breasts. And I was on the internet looking for pictures and couldn't find pictures. Didn't know what I was gonna look like with no breasts. Didn't have no clue. What does a woman look like with no breasts? That's all I kept trying to figure out. I couldn't find not one picture. I found some drawings of double mastectomies. It was a drawing of a figure of a female with scars that had her breast removed. But I needed to see more than that. That wasn't real. I needed to see real. And I couldn't find it. So when my daughter said, Mama, you know how many lives you can save? My mind went back to that day, and I uploaded those pictures on Facebook because I said somebody out there probably found out they have it, and they have to get their breast removed, and they need to know what it looked like. So I uploaded the pictures, and within 15-20 minutes, those pictures went viral all over the world. My Facebook was hopping. I mean, it was going off. Likes like and comments, you know, and I'm reading the comments trying to see, okay, did somebody say something mean? Oh Lord, what are they saying? And 99.9% of the 30,000 comments, because I tried to read, 99.99% of the comments were positive. And it just gave me, and I'm like this, like, ooh, take my shirt off. You know, it just gave me strength. It empowered me. One man said, he wrote me in my inbox, and he said, Miss Paulette, thank you for sharing those pictures. He said, those pictures gave me my wife back. You know, my wife had a double mastectomy 7 years ago, and I never seen her without her shirt off. She would never let me see her scars. And one day, I heard her scream, and I thought something was wrong. She was screaming, and he said, I ran in there where she was, and she was pointing to the computer, and I saw your pictures, and she took her shirt off, and she said, we need a photographer, and I want to go to the beach because I need to take some pictures. It was empowered. So I knew what God meant then. I understood what he was saying to me after I read all of those thousands of comments. I think the picture eventually got like 400,000 likes, 50,000 comments, and 75,000 shares. It went crazy. So I understood what he meant. He wanted me to bear my scars. Yeah. And he wanted me to walk and bear my scars. And that's what I'm doing. I'm out here bearing my scars. I'm walking 1,000 miles to bear my scars.